Let's say you're reading a book about a girl's life. A story filled with joy, a loving family, and endless laughers shared with friends. Everything seems perfect, page after page. But then you reach a chapter of silence. A chapter where the warmth fades and the girl's life is turned upside down. The pages that follow are no longer filled with certainty, but with hardship, resilience, and a fight to keep moving forward. Hi, my name is Mounia Khoury, and I am the girl who lost her dad. You may know me as the straight A student, the overachiever with big dreams and a bright smile. But what you might not know is the weight I carry and the countless nights spent wondering how to rewrite my story without the man who shaped the first chapters of my life. I once was the strong girl who nothing could ever break. I was the spoiled princess of a loud and loving family. I was the girl filled with hope. I was the girl with dreams bigger than the sky. I was, and all of a sudden, I wasn't anymore. Let's explore together the known definition of grief. It's the normal response to a major loss. The normal response to a major loss. And that leads me to my first question. How do you define grief? You might all think that grief only revolves around the loss of a loved one, a cherished family member, a close friend. But what you may not know is that grief is present in different shapes in your everyday life. Grief is a broken dream. Grief is losing a friendship. Grief is getting a bad grade. As you may have noticed, I began by listing different types of grief, from the most intense to the least. And that brings me to my point. Grief has no criteria. Everyone copes with the same situation differently. Maybe that good grade I didn't get means nothing to you. But behind those disappointed expectations, I'm grieving every class I attended, grieving every second I spent at my desk, and grieving every note I took. Let me ask you a second question. How do you usually react to a bad grade? I assume that you don't realize at first. Then you get mad, you get really sad, and then accept and try working on yourself. And this represents exactly the 5 stages of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. You never really move on from grief, but you do learn how to move along with it. Some days you take 1 step forward, but the next you take 10 steps back. In fact, grief has no timeline, but the feeling does get easier. So, if you fail to reach a dream, learn from it, grow from it, and do everything in your power to reach it again. If you've lost a friend, open your heart to new connections. And if you got a bad grade, work harder and prove to yourself what you're capable of. As I said, you never move on from grief, but you do learn how to grow around it. So, allow yourself to feel. Reach out to somebody. Take care of your body. Create memorial. And give yourself time. Give yourself time. Nothing has ever shaped me such as grief has. So if someone asks me, when will you get over it? My answer is, I hope never. The grief doesn't go away. The grief doesn't shrink. The grief stays, and we grow. Yes, I am the girl who lost her dad. I am the girl that thought that her life had ended. I am the girl that had to go through hell. Yes, I am the girl standing right in front of you to tell you that grief is not the end. Thank you.